Hello and welcome to my journal. I'm Stephanie Rivers. If you want to know how some people really feel, just read the comments at the bottom of some internet news sites. Whether it's CNN or Yahoo News, there's always somebody with their fingers perched over the keyboard waiting to add their not so flattering perspective. Just as American Idol auditions of people who cannot sing are more entertaining than those who can, comments at the bottom of an internet news site can be more interesting than the article itself. So when I read about the death of Black history icon Don Cornelius, I was afraid to scroll down. Surprisingly, all the comments were respectful.
They were from people of various ethnicity who spoke about their admiration for the Pope of love, peace, and soul, and how Soul Train had been a positive influence in their lives.
If depression is to blame for his reported suicide, I wonder what difference it would have made for him to realize the far-reaching effects of the show he created. And then there were those pictures of Cornelius and his ex-wife that surfaced.
He and former Russian model Victoria Chapman Cornelius were married in 2001 and divorced in 2009. Apparently, a part of the divorce agreement stipulated that she remain beneficiary on his life insurance policies worth a reported $300,000.
More than 2 years, it doesn't matter if suicide is the cause of death, so she's about to get paid. No word on what his first wife and their 2 sons might inherit. The conversation about Cornelius has turned from condolence to inquiry about his and other successful black men's proclivity for younger white women, or at least for younger women who obviously aren't black. Although I've never stopped a black man on the street and asked him, "Say bruh, why do you prefer to date a white woman instead of a sister?" Most men, regardless of their ethnicity, reveal themselves to be more visual and less cerebral when it comes to choosing a mate. In other words, when it comes to impulse control, most men don't have any. They remain in the id stage of Freud's psychodevelopment, never making it to the ego or superego stages. Instead of thinking about long-term repercussions of their decisions, such as, does this woman really love me, or will she leave me when the money goes, they tend to get stuck on what looks and feels good right now. Actor Sean Penn explained it best when he said he mistook a great first date for a marriage, referring to his first marriage to Madonna. 6 months into my own marriage, my husband looked at me one day bewildered and said, "Why is one of your eyes smaller than the other?" I looked at him and said, "I have a lazy eye. I was born that way." It took him over a year of dating me just to realize that I was left-handed, but I digress. Since men focus on obvious assets of a woman, it's hard for them to recognize the ones who are untrustworthy gold diggers. So it has nothing to do with the color of a person's skin, rather the content of their character. If you remove our skin, we all have more similarities underneath than we have differences. Everybody is free to seek true love and companionship wherever they can find it, even in someone of a different race or ethnicity. That's why it's important for people to surround themselves with family and friends who have their best interests at heart. Someone to act as that third eye when those other 2 eyes are not focusing on what's most important. To find out more about the things that I care about, go to the written version of my journal. It's at eurweb.com. Thanks and have a super day.